Hi, my name is Nick Shell, and this series I'm creating today, I'm going to call it, let's call it Bully Backup. I want to call it that name for a few reasons. One, Bully Busters was already taken. I already looked, that would have been the best. But Bully Backup, one, I'm your backup, I'm here to try to help. And then another one, it's almost like, hey bully, back up, right? So that's the best I could come up with in the 5 minutes I thought about it. But here's where I want to start with this. This week I made a video on my YouTube channel, and I did a blog post as well that was connected with it. And I called it the You Can't Insult Me Challenge, in which I invited the free world to insult me, to hurt my feelings. And what's funny is, I mean, it's been up for a couple days so far. No one's insulted me. And in the video and in the blog post, I talked about how my theory is that it's impossible to insult me because I won't allow anyone to internally, right? So if this series is popular at all and people watch this, then that's something I'm going to talk about more, is I'm not here to tell you how to physically stand up against the bully. Let somebody else do that in another video. But the way I'm going to help you against bullies is by showing you internally how to overcome this. And basically, here's the concept. If you don't allow people to hurt you, then how can you? You have to give them permission. Ultimately, that's my belief system, and it's worked for me. And I don't want you to think that I was like some kind of jock in high school and I was, no, I mean, I was just an average guy. I always was. So to some degrees in my life, yeah, I dealt with, we could call it bullying or teasing or whatever. But I think what I could be the most helpful with is for if you feel like you're being bullied psychologically, with words, teasing, that sort of thing. So that's what I'm going to focus on with my videos. Should this even prove to be popular at all and people watch it, I'll gladly make more, because my heart is for helping other people in ways that I can. I think psychologically I can do that. So let's go back to this concept. On this video I made, the You Can't Insult Me Challenge. No one took me up on the offer because I proved that I was confident in myself, and that ultimately no matter what they said, I had to give them permission to allow myself to be hurt or offended by it. So I even said, I think in the blog post, I said, you can say I'm not big enough, not small enough, that I'm overweight, that I'm underweight, that I'm not cool, that I'm boring, that I'm not funny. You can say all these things about me. And ultimately, if that's their perception, then probably, if someone actually said that to me in real life, I'd probably just agree with them, because that's their perception of reality. It's not mine. But if it's their perception, it's truth for them, I'll let it be truth for them. Because what's the worst they can do if you agree with them on that and just kind of laugh it off? But ultimately, remember, the underlying point is you have to allow people to affect you. You have to give them permission. It's a matter of you allowing them to do that. Because how can they hurt your feelings if you don't give them the rights to your feelings, the rights to your emotions? Now, what we have to remind ourselves is we are in control of our own emotions. Now, we can't always decide, oh no, what'd I do this time? All right, we'll just hang out here for a minute. So like I was saying, you can't always affect the fact that you have emotions and that you feel emotions. But what you can affect, what you can control, is what you do about those emotions. All right? I mean, an easy example of that is if I'm driving a car and someone cuts me off and then just drives slow, and I get offended by that, and I get upset, and I get angry about it. Well, I used to let that bother me, but these days I'm thinking, I can't control that. I can't control that, but I can control how I react to this. So basically just put on Jack Johnson on the CD player and just don't worry about it, because I can't control that. But what you can control is internally to a degree. And I don't know what you've been through in your life, and maybe you've been through some rough stuff. And I'm not here to sugarcoat that and make it seem like it's not a big deal, because I'm sure it is a big deal, right? But still, you have control over your own emotions. And if you allow someone else to have that control, they're going to take it, right? So here's the interesting thing, and I'm going to try to close with this. The other video I made called the You Can't Insult Me Challenge, here I am, someone who's confident, saying, I dare you to insult me. Go ahead. But I'm confident to know that whatever you say won't hurt my feelings because I'm probably already aware of that shortcoming in my life. And then B, I'd have to allow you to affect my emotions, which I don't give you permission to do that. And that's not something I would recommend saying to a bully, because once you begin addressing that they are hurting you to some degree, then they'll probably, I don't know, my thinking, if I was a bully, oh, I'm going to attack that person that much more. So they're looking for people who they know that they can hurt. But if you believe inside that they can't hurt you, they're going to see that right away. You're not going to be interested in prey. I'm not interested in prey for bullies. And granted, I've been blogging for 11 years now, and I've seen some insults over the years, but I always know that those people aren't happy within themselves, because what good person with a good heart is going to spend any time trying to hurt people's feelings or break them down or tear them down, destructive criticism? Who's going to have time to do that if they truly have peace in their heart? I have peace in my heart, and I want you to have peace in your heart as well. But no one took me up on my offer to insult me. But bullies are looking for people that they can see as easy prey. So, if you're confident in who you are, and you own up to your shortcomings, and you acknowledge them, then what can they really do? Psychologically, again, we're not talking about physical bullying right now. That's not my specialty. Mine is psychological. So, I'm old enough to be your dad. Let me point that out. I'm 35 years old. There's a good chance if you're watching this video, you probably are technically old enough to be my kid. So I think that I've got enough life experience to help you out. I'm not an expert by any means. Please don't think that. I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel who wants to help people out. And when I made that other video, I thought, yeah, maybe there is something to this. What if people can only insult you if you allow them to? If you have to give them permission over your emotions. What if? I mean, and I know it goes back to the cliche, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. And I know that there's some thoughts, well, sometimes they do. Yeah, but what if it's because we allow them to? What if we were to take control over that power within ourselves and think, you know what, I could let these words hurt me like sticks and stones, but I choose not to allow it. That's what I want to propose to you. Feel free to leave comments. And knowing me, I'll probably respond back, maybe not just with a comment, but also with another video. I want to help you through this. My heart is in the right place. My heart is trying to help you, okay? So, maybe I'm useless. Maybe no one will watch this video. I don't know. But maybe I can help some people. Let's find out. My name is Nick Shell. I'm with Family Friendly Daddy Blog. And for right now, let's call this Bully Backup. I'm your Bully Backup. And we want the bully to back up. And Bully Busters was already taken. Thanks for watching.